What's up, man? Prince Sports, baby. Yo, want to talk about none other than my Eagles. We stomped a mud hole in the Lions today, 44-6. I repeat, 44-6. Now, I know Detroit was a bad football team, but dang, I thought you guys could do at least better than that. You know, you made it a no competition for my Eagles. But nevertheless, man, this is the Chargers versus the Patriots. It's a close game so far. 10-14. You know what I'm saying? Paul Prince. Nah, man. None of that. None of that, man. Who's that in your profile pic now? Because you always changing your profile pic. I can't tell who's who. Who is that? Somebody in black and white? Looks like an anime. Los Angeles Chargers, man. Yo, it's funny how LA had no football team, then all of a sudden they end up getting two. Spread one of those teams around. What's up, Tay Davis? You see my Eagles win. Your LA team playing right now. I'm pretty sure you're a Chargers supporter. I mean, you probably gotta like the Chargers. Since you're from LA, you're an LA guy. 14-10. Incomplete pass from the Patriots. They don't look the same since Tom Brady left now, don't they? They don't look the same, man. But yo, he said, "Nah, I don't support the Chargers." What is your teams anyway? I keep forgetting the football team that you support. I don't know why. Okay, you support the Rams. Okay. Another LA team. Now, I wouldn't be surprised by that. I should know that you're going to support an LA team. That's it. That's the given. That's the given right there, man. But of course, this is an NFL live stream. Of course, I'm calling the game a little bit, but we talk about everybody. Zach, I don't even know who those people are. And quite frankly, I don't even listen to all those whack artists, man. The name alone sounds stupid. I'd be damned if I'm going to listen to somebody named, what's this? Playboy Cardi? Who the hell is that? That's like listening to an artist that says my foot stink. I'm not listening to that trash. I don't rock with that trash, man. What next? Young Toenail album coming soon. Dog, I don't listen to that trash, man. I listen to that real hip hop, man. I don't even know who that is, bro. I mean, you're speaking crickets. I mean, where I come from, we don't rock with that, man. We don't listen to that. I'm sure he shut New York down by letting people leave. Shit. With a name like Playboy Cardi, I'll leave the damn place too. He shut it down because everybody left. People say, "Oh my God, I got to get out of here. Whoever the hell this guy is, we got to go." I got to leave out of here, man. Yeah, the Knicks are all right. Knicks are doing good. We all right. We in a good space right now. Shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan, by the way. They got that TV show. The TV show is hot. He need the headline and go home. That's what he need, the headline. I don't listen to them dudes, man. They weak. Don't know about them, don't care about them. I listen to real gutter street hip hop. Real hip hop. By the way, speaking of real hip hop, get well soon, Benny the Butcher. West Side Gun, Conway the Machine. You know, I had a whole lot of red. That's right, yo. It's weird, man. Cause look, boom, red here. But hey, red is the official color of the Queensbridge brick buildings. So we got to go brick red. We got to go QB style. Damn. But we got a lot of good football games today, man. It's a lot. Steelers playing against the Browns. The Steelers are up on the Browns. Let's see what Zach's team is, because Zach support the Buccaneers. Oh, yep, your Buccaneers is 7-7, first quarter, tied game, you know. What you know about Gazelda? What you know about that real hip-hop, that gutter hip-hop? Riggs. You know, all of that real hip-hop. Young Chris. You know, Dave East. That real hip-hop. That gutter straight off the block New York hip-hop. Speaking of some stuff, some people may know Alpo, notorious kingpin from the Harlem. You know, they made movies on this guy. He was gunned down last night. 55 years old, shot and killed, took like four shots to the chest. Can't say he didn't have it coming. Guy's a notorious former drug kingpin. He was out there on social media outlets talking about people that he bodied and where he put the bodies at. People are listening, man. These are somebody's kids that you're talking about, somebody's son, somebody's husband that you killed. You think they ain't going to get back at you? I mean, he must be crazy. You know? The king of Chicago is Common and early Kanye West. I don't even listen to no Keith Chief. I don't even know who that is, really. I don't listen to that trash music. Ten to 14 is your score. Your name like that, Keith Chief. Who walks around calling themselves Keith Chief? Well, what is that? Are you an Indian? You from an Indian tribe? I don't even think you from Chicago, son. You probably from like some Indian tribe or something. Was you Cherokee? The name alone just breeds whackness, man. The name alone. I am staying up with the times. Gazelda, Dave East. That's the hip hop that I growed up on. The extension of the real hip hop that I listened to. And of course, if Nas is still around getting his roses, you know your boy gonna be around getting his roses. Octavius, the first thing you always say is Lakers for life. Now it's Titans for life. Switch it up a little bit, bro. This is not even basketball going on. Octavius, you wild, boy. At least save that Lakers for life thing when we talking about basketball. at least you did Titans for life. So I can't criticize you too much. You said Titans for life. Dave East performed. Dave East is a good artist. Very New York. They don't get no New York more than Dave East. Dave East is an extension of a lot of people that we growed up listening to on the East Coast. You know, Titans won today. Okay. A lot of games going down. I don't know if they won. Man, how you go all the way from from LA to Tennessee? I thought you would be like an LA guy, that you like all the California teams. You know what I'm saying? But who am I to talk? I'm a Knicks fan, but then on the flip side, an Eagles fan, right? You know. But to to make it fairness, at least Philly is only like a 2-hour, 3-hour drive away from New York, depending on where you at in New York. So, you know, it's not that far from New York. Philly, we used to call the sixth borough. But yeah, man, I'm still battling these after effects of COVID, man. You know, every now and then I get fatigue, get tired sometimes, you know. What else? Random headaches sometimes, you know. And they say that this COVID thing can last for months after you come out to be negative, you know. So that would be in the borough of Queens, Zach. That's where that would be at. Q Borough. We used to have Queens Day in there, but they changed the name of the park. But it is Queens, brother. So wherever you was looking at last night and seeing all those artists perform, they was performing in my borough, Queens. My stomping ground. 13-14, so to speak. Chargers are 4-2. Patriots are 3-4. We got NBA action on today too, right? Like who plays in the NBA today? We got NBA action. Let's see who plays. You know, the NBA ain't scared of the NFL. They said bring it. We got games too. Let's see what else. Okay, you got Dallas Mavericks and Sacramento Kings. They play today, and the Mavericks are up. They about to get that win. The Bucks play against the Jazz today. That's 4 on that's 4 on 4 o'clock on NBA TV. If some of you get that, the Trailblazers and the Hornets play today. The Pistons and the Nets play today. If you're on the East Coast, you got the Yes channel. You could watch that game. And the Lakers played against the Rockets. Now, the Lakers should beat the Rockets. The Lakers flat out should beat the Rockets. That should be no contest, you know? Ain't nothing like Q Burrell, baby. That's the spot to be. I pass on that Jake Paul, man. That I'm up on some real boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm up on that real boxing. And the month of November, 4 days before my birthday, I get to see Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford. It's going to be a knockout dragon fight. And from what I heard, Sean Porter said he gone in there to look to knock Terrence Crawford out. He's trying to knock Terrence Crawford's block off. You know what I'm saying? But so as you can see, I got a little cough. COVID still affects the lungs a little bit. You know? Yeah, I'm COVID free now, but the after effects still already took their place. You know? I got a cough that won't go away, and that's the after effects of it. That's the damage that COVID did to my lungs. It makes me cough a lot now. You know, some people months after their COVID is gone, they're COVID free, they still have some effects. You know, headaches, memory loss. Sometimes it hits the brain. You know, this ain't no joke, man. This definitely ain't no joke. He said crawfish. That's a good nickname. That's a good nickname. Yo, Z, I thought you was a Crawford guy. I thought you said Crawford was like the best welterweight in boxing at one point. Now you think he gonna lose? The Browns is up on the Steelers 10-9. Buffalo Bills is up on the Miami Dolphins. Touchdown. Tennessee Titans and Colts. And game over. It was tied 31-31. Game over, I believe, because it's 4 minutes to go. But I think the game is over because I think they had to probably one of those situations where they had to score one, you know. Okay, sometimes you like going for the underdog. Okay, that's what's up. And the 49ers is beating the Bears as I predicted. And y'all know what happened with my Lions. I mean, not the Lions and the my Eagles. We tortured those boys. But we're still 2-5. We got a losing record. The Lions is 0-7. They becoming the new Browns. Remember when the Browns used to suck and couldn't get a win? Now it's a complete different story. So I got this cough drop in my mouth to limit, you know what I'm saying? All of that coughing, you know. Nah, I don't listen to that, man. I listen to hip hop. When you go into those, do you listen to trap? Do you listen to pancake music? I don't know. I don't know all of that stuff. I listen to hip hop. Straight off the block, gutter hip hop. Lyrics, Nas, Kendrick Lamar. For some of you new school cats, and he need to drop something though. He need to stop playing and drop something. You know, lyrical cats that know how to rap, cats that got skill, stuff like that. That's what I listen to, man. I think it's obvious, man. I listen to the greats, the Biggies, the Tupacs, you know, Nas, Jay-Z. You know, even though I don't like some of all of Hope's music, Reasonable Doubt definitely is a classic. That was one of my favorite albums back in the day. That one album, Reasonable Doubt, soundtrack to a hustler's life. Reasonable Doubt, kid. Illmatic. Classic LPs. Ready to Die. Black Moon, Into the Stage of the Buckshot Shorty. Woo! And of course, a new artist called Nice to Future. He rocked with Mobb Deep. He's from Southside Jamaica, Queens, but he rocked with my boys Mobb Deep. And you know how that go. QB thing. Matter of fact, let me see if I could pull up some of his material. Hold on. Let me check out some. I'm gonna give you an example of what I listen to in a minute. What we listen to on them Queens blocks. Hold on for a minute. Man, I don't even know half of them guys you talk about, man. What is this? Playboy Bunny Cardi? Who is that? What's that dude? I don't even think he a rapper with a name like that. Then you got what? What's this other guy you put in this title? Indian Chief Keef? You know, man.
By the way,
them guys are clowns.
To unmute, press the button that controls your microphone.
Okay. I don't listen to them clowns, man. Too many that's the problem with hip hop now. You got too many of these clowns in here rapping. These guys think they got skills when they trash. Hot garbage. Put on that Nice the Future. Boss of all bosses. Here you go. Nice the Future. I'm going to say keep that. Now, hold on. Damn. I'm trying to find this track real quick. If it plays, I don't know. Rubber bands? Right there. Uh-huh. Whoops. I thought I connected to this already. Hold on. Man, I can't. I'm trying to get this dang going. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this thing going. I didn't even connect. I don't know what's wrong with this thing right now, but it's not connecting. Oh, did I turn it off? Trying to pair this up. See, that's a problem when you got this technology. You don't know how to. You don't even know if it could turn on. Nah, trap music ain't no hip hop. I listen to hip hop. But yeah, we got some good games today. That Milwaukee Bucks game should be a good game to watch, but I don't know why they not. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, the mic is on mute. To unmute, press the mic's back on.
All right. I don't know why it was there you go.
Still move weight through your local reminders. Any problems, unstoppable. Be my guest. Ever stand down a barrel of attack, and everything depending on your very next step. I ain't sharp an iron, but the slug tear flesh. Nothing but murder on the menu, and the itchy trigger finger that'll end you. Niggas couldn't handle what I've been through. I don't give a fuck if I offend you. Your niggas don't want it.
On the innocent, riding with a felon. When I see my op, hope they got the same energy. Head tap, now you a Kennedy. When you cross the gang, man, you gotta pay the penalty, love. I told them keep that same energy. Yeah,
that's right.
I told them keep that same energy. You ain't a friend of
QB,
me, so
baby.
New
generation QB.
That same energy. Hoodie on in the crown fit, like so from the pound shit. But that 100-round shit, body parts never found shit. No face recognition, critical condition. Get the mortician, cause he crossed the commission. I'm in that Rari, no keys, no ignition. Roof fall in the trunk, I call that demolition. I got a hustler's ambition with a killer mentality. Facts, no fiction. So it's H, nigga, you can't fuck with my team. All my niggas shine more brighter than high beams. Put you in the scope like Jimmy Iovine. Blood all in your eyes, you need Visine. I give out free shots, no vaccine. Mac with the black beam, close range is heckling. No face, no case, nigga, all my straps clean. Even my bitch with it in the trap with the crack fiend. Strap on the left, shorty a real trap queen. Told you I'm a problem once I get up on this rap scene. Nigga, the streets is mine now. Y'all been eating for a while, it's my time now. Sipping on the innocent, riding with a felon. When I see
that's Nice the Future. Straight from Queens. Nice the Future. Let's see. I'm gonna bring you back to some of his other joints. He came up on G Unit. He got put on by 50 Cent and them boys.
Yeah. Woo, man. They always say they want a nigga to change his shit, you know what I mean? That ain't me though. I mean, nigga. I'm too hard, too grimy, too gutter for TV. I'm too ghetto, too slimy, too gutter for CDs. But I tell you I can't change, I could only be me.
The heart of the streets,
NYCE. I'm too hard, too grimy, too gutter for TV. I'm too ghetto, too slimy, too gutter for CDs. But I tell you I can't change, I could only be me.
The heart of the streets, NYCE.
You see the fiends, graffiti, crack, pipe, cocaine. The scream, shooting Henny, man, the shit in the game.
Every hood, every slum,
every gun, everyone. From the OG niggas, some die very young. But this is where I learned my survival tactics. The rifle automatic, it's a psycho bastards. Sawed off hats all right under the velour. In the Ford Explorer, nigga puffing that raw. I can show you some things you never seen before. Never been to Iraq, but nigga, I seen war. That's why I sleep with the.
Oh my God. Never been to Iraq, but nigga, I seen war. Woo-hoo. Too gutter, too grimy, too gutter for these streets. The heart of the streets, NYCE. Woo-hoo. It don't get better than that. It don't get no better than that. And nice got some dimes. Nice got some hits.
Yeah. Oh, every day, nigga. Oh, man. Yeah. It's just that Queens thing. Got the calico tucked in the Carhartt jeans. It's just that Queens thing. Nigga know what I mean. It's just that Queens thing. Critique out, nigga, rolling that good old green. It's just that. It's just that. It's just that Queens thing. Forever made. Queens niggas take for hearts, no matter the weather. Deep out, real baggy, not them tight ass sweaters. Grind hard with use Beretta stash in the Jetta. Yeah, homie. Nah, we move too clever, ready to play something. Either a blunt or a bitch. Either way, man, we jump in the clip. The biggest furrow, you in trouble if you come through frontin'. The biggest hollows out the barrel when we come through dumping. Niggas be like Queens niggas, man, they soft until they in the wrong hood and the machines go off. Niggas stand me up and buy batteries for the boombox. Fit for Henny and a bag of weed in their shoe socks. Roll dice, head crack, send them to his shoebox. Nigga come outside and start shooting the O-op. It's real out here, took the steel out here. Come around here stunting, you get killed out here.
It's Queens, baby. The biggest borough. You come outside front and you don't want it. You don't want it with Queens, baby. Biggest borough. Woohoo! Yo, I'm about to kill these right here. These chocolate chip pancakes. You know. Roll dice, head crack. Woo! It's just that Queens thing, baby. That's how we doing, Q Borough. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know how many heavy hitters. $13 to 14 is the score so far. But hip-hop wise, that's what I wanted to show you. Z. That's what we listen to around here. None of that cornball stuff. Real ones on the block posted. On that QBC tip. Queens Bridge. On that QBC tip. Infamous Mob D. All of that. He said he's stitching on himself. Nah, Queens, we don't do that, man. We ain't loosely like some of these boys that you see in hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh. Oops, almost got it. Luckily you saved it.
There's another pancake on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I see. Now, It's like somebody got hurt in this game so far. Let me disconnect from this real quick. Man, it's only quiet for here for a few hours. It gets noisy in a matter of minutes. That's the problem. Hold on. Go do.
How was it?
Perfect. That's nice. The future new LP he got out. He did something with having a Mob Deep make the beat. Haven't noticed, Mob Deep is my favorite duo of all time. It's a Queens thing. Shout out to everybody putting it down for Queens. Aquafina putting it down for Queens. Everybody representing. Nas giving the keys to the borough. A lot of these people giving back to the community. One thing about me, I walk Queens, I talk Queens, I am Queens. That's how I look at it. Asante Samuel Jr. taking out the game. He's hurt. 14-13 in the third quarter. We're going to be chilling here for a while because it's football Sunday. Now, hold on for a minute. I like to call my channel the Underground Sports Channel because I don't want to be commercialized. I don't want to be on the channel that, you know, super known. Not with that. I like underground because you can stay getting away with some stuff when you're underground. When the microscope is on you, everybody watching your every move. And everything you say is criticized to a point you can't even be comfortable in your own skin. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me just boom. What? No, go ahead. Oh. Ooh. You hit me bit too.
Is that only cooked too? But you didn't finish it.
Yeah, full. Then when I feel that sugar rush, I stop. You know, so it's a good way to be safe. That'd be. I just ate chocolate chip pancakes. That's enough. sugar for me for the day. I don't think I need any more. Have you been understanding this game lately since you've been watching it? No? Still don't understand the rules? A guy got hurt. You just missed it a couple minutes ago. Carried off. What commercial is this? Oh, I thought this was James Bond. If y'all going to watch some movies, James Bond, Shang-Chi, you know, check out some of those movies. Oh, it's not James Bond. This is some other stuff. The House of Gucci. Oh, is that that's the Gucci guy. That's the guy that
Owner of Gucci.
yeah. They make a movie on his life? Man, I don't even know what he's besides I know his clothes brand is famous, but I don't know if he his road to becoming Gucci was movie worthy, you know. They made a movie on Serena Williams' father. You know, Will Smith is playing Serena Williams' father, and have the Williams sisters came up in tennis. You know, they got some people playing the roles of Serena Williams and Venus Williams that actually look like them. You know, Serena Williams is one of my goats, by the way. You know, she's on my Mount Rushmore. I think she's the greatest women's tennis player of all time. No question. Muhammad Ali is up on that Mount Rushmore. Michael Jordan, of course, is on that Mount Rushmore. I'm not rooting for Brooklyn because they're going to become a super team at some point when Kyrie come back. Hold on. And they 3-3 without that super team leverage. You know, you guys like Kevin Durant and LeBron James, more so Kevin Durant, need help. Because I've seen LeBron James win MVPs with role players and lead his team to 60 wins. All right. So I never seen Kevin Durant do that as the alpha or the number one on his team without having numerous help. So that's a different story for another day. But it's 14-13 so far. Durant is one basketball player that he would never be on a lot of people's top 10. He can win like the next 2 championships and still won't be called a top 10 player, probably. You know, he's one of those guys stuck in that spot of being a top 25 player, stuff like that, top 20. Like he's stuck in that life. He about that top 20 life. You know, so that's what he about. He about that top 20 life, man. And to me, personally, there's nothing LeBron James could do to even himself. LeBron, it's nothing he could do to move up. I think he's stuck. We're gonna look for a guy to surpass Mike. It better be somebody new. It's gonna have to be somebody new. I think it's too late for LeBron to surpass Mike. Because if he was going to surpass Mike, the whole world would have been saying he the GOAT by now, and they don't. There's more people that think he's not the GOAT than the people that do. It's a very spoiled group. You just want to be quite frankly about it. You know, he missed the boat. There's nothing he could do really to surpass Mike. Remember, you got to convince the general public you the GOAT too. It isn't just about winning. You got to convince the general public you the GOAT too. And LeBron James on both ends. He don't have enough to be the GOAT basketball wise. He don't have enough to be the GOAT because he didn't do enough to make him the GOAT for the general public. You know, he rubbed too many people the wrong way. You're gonna need a new guy to surpass Mike. I don't see it happening. I don't see LeBron James surpassing Mike. He said himself that he's still following that ghost, and I don't see it coming. I don't ever see that happening. You know, it's like the Tom Brady, Joe Montana thing. You know, I think some people, that's a little more split even. You know, there's some people that think Joe Montana is the greatest of all time. There's some people that think Tom Brady. I think that's 50-50. You know, Tom Brady doesn't have the LeBron James effect. You know, he's able to persuade some of the general public that he is the GOAT. Tom Brady, but Tom Brady's not on my Mount Rushmore. You know, football, I wasn't a quarterback guy. I was more of a running back guy. That's my favorite position I like in football. So I liked it when I first started or becoming really interested in football. It was the running backs that I liked. Even to this day, I like the Marshall Faulks. One of my favorites to watch. Barry Sanders, one of my favorites to watch. The receivers, well, a little too cocky for me. It wasn't up my speed. And kind of crazy. The Randy Mosses, Terrell Owens, Ocho Cinco. I mean, there's a list of NFL receivers that was just flat out crazy. And it's funny because all of these guys happen to be brothers that's acting crazy. Or the famous receivers are the ones that people say crazy. You know. But that's a good question. Who's the greatest receiver of all time? Is it Randy Moss? Do you guys got Randy Moss on that list? Jerry Rice. That's a long list of people. For the longest, people have been telling me it's Jerry Rice. And here come the Patriots. I mean, he running the hell out of that football, and he gets pushed out the line. But like I said, I'm gonna be here for an hour with this football game.
Who's that keep calling you?
1-800 number for those tickets I ordered last night. I'm not ordered, but looked through last night. I gave them my phone number.
The ticket.
Yeah, I explain it to you later. It's a long story though, but they're gonna be calling me a lot.
Oh, you did for a ticket?
Yeah. Like this. Look, check this out. Hold on. Hold on. So I was looking for a lot, but oh my God, don't tell me I erased it. Oh, yeah, see? Stuff like this. Now you call a number, they give you better deals. I like the ones that when you call a number, you get better deals on tickets when it comes to traveling. You know, you get ones that give you the number. I had yeah, but I didn't call ASAP. I called another one, and they got my information. You know, see, you can put a phone request, and they will call you, and they give you good deals. And I think that's what they're doing right now. They're calling me. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I was getting busy last night looking for that. So, but yeah, man. Let's do a little rundown of some of these NFL scores or some of these games that I'm not watching. The Bills 26-11. That's the final. They beat Miami Dolphins, I presume that they were going to do that. The Steelers is up 15-10. The Jets up 34-31. The Titans 34-31. That's a win. That field goal kick was a win. And I like saying it. Eagles 44-6. San Francisco 33-22. That's the final. I said San Francisco was going to win. The Rams 38. Titans 22. That's a loss. Rams high-powered offense. I know they was going to win. And the Panthers is up on the Falcons. I had the Falcons winning. And the Seahawks is up 14-0 on the Jacksonville. So, and I had Jacksonville winning that game, so I may be off. And I also had the Patriots beating the Chargers. As you can see in this game, they're down by a point. The Saints and Buccaneers still tied at 7-7. And the Broncos 0-3 is up. I had the Broncos beating Washington. Washington is just a mess. Yeah. What quarter? We in the third quarter so far. Figure I stick around for a couple minutes of this game. Then I'm gonna do a little workout myself. Since I've been diagnosed with COVID, I don't want to sit in the house and just eat. You know what I'm saying? I want to actually get in shape. Because if you eat stuff and it has sugar in it and you just sit on it, you're allowing yourself to get diabetes. You're putting yourself in the range to get diabetes. You know, for some of you that don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in that range. And diabetes is uncurable. So once you get it, you get it for life. So you're going to want to always work out, sweat, you know, and look for ways where you could, you know, better your health. Matter of fact, speaking of better your health, you know, I just ate those chocolate chip pancakes. I like to sweat that off a little bit. I'm gonna start working out in like 6 or 7 minutes from now. Start running and jumping. You know what I'm saying? Patriots 13-14 so far. But yeah, man, working out is very crucial. I don't know if you can see them. I'll try to put them up to the screen, but boom. Got my favorites on, man. These are the Kyrie Irvings. These are like my second favorite kicks of all time as of right now. You know, the Kyrie Irvings, burgundy red, jump offs. Those are some of my favorites, you know. Do boxing. We did the boxing a couple days ago, man. Mr. Tom Brady. So is Tom Brady the GOAT for you? I was talking about my Mount Rushmore. I don't have Tom Brady on there, but because I'm a running back guy, I wasn't really into the quarterbacks. But as far for the quarterback position goes, I would say it's between Tom Brady and Joe Montana. If it's talking about the most skilled quarterback of all time, I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers don't get the resume to match up with Joe Montana or Tom Brady. He just don't got the resume to match up with him. So he automatically going to get taken out the GOAT conversation. You know, I'll be doing some boxing, but boxing got to have some good events. Boxing got to have to put on some more fights. That's the problem with boxing. Boxing don't put on enough fights. There's just not enough fights going on in boxing. Boxing is like a Saturday thing. Every Saturday, there should be a good fight going on or a solid fight that should be free on cable. They need to renew their contract with HBO and Showtime. Showtime and HBO had two boxing networks, two boxing programs. I think Floyd Mayweather was HBO and Manny Pacquiao was Showtime for a hot minute. And then they switched over. Floyd signed a new contract with Showtime. But they need to bring that back. They need to bring that back. Split some of the boxers on HBO and split some on Showtime. That's what they need to do to save boxing and put it in a better place. Oh, Canelo fight versus Plant. Yeah, I scream that. I think Canelo going to win, but, you know, I check that fight out. You know. See, the thing is, it's like we need more of some fights going on. Boxing's really taking a hiatus. Boxing took a little. Boxing has a black eye. There's a black eye in the sport of boxing. If you ask Floyd Mayweather, he would say the reason boxing is failing is because he's not boxing. I don't think that's true. I just think that boxing don't get enough exposure. It's hard to find boxing. And when you have to go out of your way, literally out of your way to watch a boxing fight. You have to try to scream stuff. You have to try to, you know what I'm saying? Boxing should have more access. Boxing should be on TV a little more. And it's just not on TV enough. It's not like how it used to be. You know, back when the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather was doing their thing, boxing was more accessible. You could tune on to HBO and watch, you know, fights. You could watch Sergio Martinez versus Paul Williams. Remember when Sergio Martinez knocked Paul Williams out? Made Paul Williams buckle his knees and Paul Williams just fell out flat. That's what boxing needs. Boxing needs more of that. You know? All those great fights.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you turn on,
Oh, this?
turn off that? Because I still feel my phone.
One more time? All right.
I wanna sweat.
All right, yeah, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what boxing needs more of. Now you got Nito Donaire coming back, but he's old as dirt and his career is probably over. Only people going to be checking for him is probably, you know, loyal fans, you know, and I think some of them loyal fans would be like local Filipino fans, you know, but for the rest of the world, they won't be watching that fight. So, but we need more exposure. Yeah, it's some solid fights. I give you that. It's some solid fights. They're closing out the year pretty good, but November and December is only, you know, 2 months. Out of the whole year, boxing has been suffering. You know, it really been suffering because it's just been a lack of access to some good fights.
Working out with the heater.
You feeling that, huh?
Yeah, it helps me. It's hard for me to sweat ever since I got COVID.
Man, just keep working at it, man.
That's why I need the heater.
Mm.
So it helps me to sweat too.
Let's say, as you can see, my wife, who's a COVID-19 survivor, she's working out to try to stay in shape. But the fight of the year for boxing is definitely Tyson Fury fight so far. Maybe the Bud and Sean Porter fight will have something to say about that. But since we're going over boxing, Teofimo Lopez boxes on November 27th, 7 days after the Sean Porter fight. November 6th, which is more recent, Salad Plant versus Canelo, November 6th. Let's see what else we got here. Those are the upcoming fights so far for November. So, man, you got some solid fights. Those are some fights. But look, those are only 4 fights. Those are about only 4 fights, man. Boxing needs more access. Some of these fights should be free. And you need more exposure so people can know you. If you fight on regular TV with the whole world get to see you, they would pay for you on pay-per-view because they would become fans and they will start to get used to you as a boxer. But you want these people to spend $70 to $80 on boxers that a lot of people don't know about, that they have no connection to. In sports, people got to have connection to the actual athlete. You got to be able to relate to the athlete a little bit. Why you think LeBron James is famous? Because he has a connection with some people, some of the general public that like him. Michael Jordan, connection with the general public. Serena Williams, connection with the general public. You got to build up a fan base. The only way you could build up a fan base is by competing and showing yourself and making yourself accessible so people can see you. That's the problem with boxing. 14-16, the Patriots is up. So it looks like my bet is proving off pretty good because I said that the Patriots was going to win. I went with the underdogs. Oh, my God. Oh, he's stopped at the 50-yard line. He could go all the way, but he didn't. He could have, though. But, yeah, that's the problem with boxing. It just needs more people to do it. It needs more exposure. You can't expect these people to pay that much money. That's a lot of money to watch a boxing fight for somebody that you don't know about or don't have no connection to. It just is. Now, some fights should be on pay-per-view is worthy enough. Tyson Fury is worthy of a pay-per-view fight. He got a solid fan base. Deontay Wilder got a somewhat of a solid fan base. But Tim Bradley once said that Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford shouldn't be on pay-per-view because they don't got a big enough fan base. Now, if you charge $80 for that fight, that's going to be something crazy. A lot of people don't know who those guys are. A lot of casuals don't know who Sean Porter is. See, the thing is, a lot of casuals don't know who Terrence Crawford is. Terrence Crawford got a fan base, but he got a boxing fan base. He don't got a casual fan base too much. And that's the difference between a superstar and a star. Floyd Mayweather had a casual fan base and a hardcore fan base. Manny Pacquiao had a casual fan base and a hardcore fan base. That's why those two guys are so famous. Because Pacquiao was able to get your attention even if you didn't like boxing. Floyd was able to get your attention even if you didn't like boxing. So it's definitely a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a little bit different. But I definitely do. Canelo fight coming up this week, so to speak. I'm gonna see if that could be on the network that he fights on. He fights on the Screaming Network, and I think you could get his fights for free. But I tell you this much: I'm not paying for that Canelo fight. I am certainly not. Now, if I could stream some of these fights for free, I would do that. But I'm not paying for most of these fights. But I hit my 1 hour threshold. I'll be back later. But as of now, Prince Sports out. Still continue to enjoy this football game and probably start working out myself a little bit. You know, for now, we out, man. Shout out to everybody that joined, that had some conversations with. You know, probably be back later for the Laker game or something like that. Peace.